And we are live yet again, bringing back together Vibe Clan versus Speed Demons. The booth remains the same. I am your host, Von Rabbit, and in the booth with me is Moss Immune. Moss Immune, quickly tell me, what do you think about the lineup here tonight?
This is, I don't know how you could get much spicier than the last game, but somehow we've managed to do it. The Speed Demons and Vibe Clan, both teams currently at a deadlock with their divisional win-loss record. Currently both 3-3. Vibe Clan just coming off a victory against my team, the Spectres. They absolutely went off on us the other night. Um, and the Speed Demons similarly having success over the Hammerheads. So both teams coming off, successful week twos. They've got momentum on their sides. They're both opt to take a position of leadership in their respective divisions. Epic Division for Speed Demon, Savage for Vibe Clan. So the standings, in one way or another, will completely change after tonight's match.
Yeah, that is true. And I guess we are still having some technical difficulties with this overlay. Not sure what's kind of going on. But the matchup here, we have Sir Brodude as the captain. We have Speed Demons captain as Sir Brodude with Kachow, Nightleaper, and Zethel there to back him up. Any of those four can be on the field, but only three can be on the field at the same time. Um, and then Toaster is the captain for Vibe Clan, and we have Mr. Rebel, Strive, and Lemur Arms to back him up. But the team format that we've seen in the past has been Toaster, Mr. Rebel, and Strive. So I have a feeling that's kind of what we're going to be seeing again here tonight.
Yeah, you got to wonder how much strategizing Captain Toaster is doing here, because we have not seen him whip out Lemur Arms yet, who is one of the most consistent backlinemen in the league. Like he's a proven contender. So will we see him, throw the wrench in the works by putting in Lemur Arms? I hope so. Definitely spices up the night for all of us. But it will definitely be dependent on what the Speed Demons are bringing to the table, speedy as they are.
Yeah, absolutely. We do now have our predictions up. We have 2 minutes to select whether you think Vibe Clan or Speed Demons are going to take tonight's series. And we're going to take that same amount of time and discuss between the two of us who we think are going to take it. Vibe Clan's been on a good run, and so have the Speed Demons. But I pray for the fall of everybody in my own division, so I'm going for Vibe Clan on this one.
Yeah, the Speed Demons have had a very up and down. Actually, both these teams have had very up and down seasons so far. Both beating teams that have, or excuse me, both losing to teams that have beat the teams that they beat. So it's just this rock paper scissors um, kind of league play that we're seeing right now. So it only makes sense that eventually you'd see rock against rock, and that's kind of what we're seeing here. I anticipate multiple overtimes, definitely game three overtime. Um, but I've got to give. I think I'm going to put my money on Vibe Clan. I really liked what I was seeing from them in our matchup against them last week. So yeah, my money, and my very paltry channel points are going to Vibe Clan.
That's a brave assumption, and I'm right there with you. We do see here that the boys of the Vibe Clan have joined in, and the overlay is back up and running. Finally, I am so sorry for all the technical difficulties tonight, guys. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I can now have a sigh of relief.
Yeah, don't speak that too loudly. The Rocket League gods will shut our overlay and send us back to the season 3 overlay. So
Uh,
let's let's knock on all the wood in your immediate vicinities so that we can continue our production here. As the clock winds down, teams are beginning to arrive in the lobby any second. We're good to go. It looks like all teams are available, so we'll switch over to the match main screen as you see the players instant transmissioning onto the field. It is time for the Vibe Clan and the Speed Demons to kick off. Looks like it's going to be Strive and Night Leaper on the kickoff. I'm going to give it to Strive. He's speedy as ever. Excuse me. Apparently, I just can't see because it's Lethal and Mr. Rebel. Speed Demons taking the initial possession, but immediately Strive pelts it down the field. 50s Kachow in the corner. Vibe Clan with the immediate offensive push.
yeah, absolutely. Strive gets a great shot on net, but doesn't quite go towards it. Hits the post. Strive blocks it in. Night Leaper tries to clear it. Rebel catches, trying to get around Zethel, but Zethel gets it into a 50. Keeping this ball on the Vibe Clan side. They're all fighting really hard for this.
Yeah, and I like what I'm seeing from Strive specifically. They're a really good vision to not just immediately leave the play when the ball leaves his possession. It's just so important that you get as many safe touches on it. And as soon as I say that, Strive misses his last touch as the last man, allowing Zethel to put it in. It was a great clear that just completely threw Mr. Rebel for a loop there. Zethel with the mechanical prowess unlike any we've seen on the field so far.
Yeah, absolutely. Rebel and Zethel meet here at the kickoff. Toaster goes for a good shot on opportunity, but can't seal it. It hits the backboard. So Rebel is here in the back half, trying to collect, gets to pass Kachow now, trying to get it right here around Night Leaper, the only defender left, but Zethel helps him pinch it out.
Mr. Rebel just taking that ball around the world. Toaster not trying to clear it as it goes wildly towards his own net. Now 50s in the corner. Toaster, one of the most defensively capable players in the league, trying to get it to a safe position, but Zethel just casually just barraging the net, unwilling to let the ball leave, just pestering the Vibe Clan net. Now Strive with a great challenge in the midfield, gets it back, but Night Leaper clears in the corner. Toaster now keeping possession for Vibe Clan, puts a shot on net, but Kachow clears, and you see the double coverage, the triple coverage that time for Speed Demons in the net. Now Toaster shot on net, but it's full coverage there. Vibe Clan trying as best they can, peppering the net with shots, just testing that Speed Demons defense.
Yeah, they are definitely testing that defense there. Kachow clearing it out, gets to the corner. Strive following through, can't get the touch, and Kachow seals it in, bringing it to a 2-0 lead.
A great series of plays there from Kachow. Just his presence throws Strive for a loop, and you can never underestimate the value of just throwing your car into the defense. Engaging that panic reflex, sometimes it'll open up opportunities that were otherwise unseen.
Yeah, absolutely. Now Strive follows through, gets a double touch that I don't know how he managed to hit. Rebel hits up the back wall. Toaster trying to follow through, can't get the touch. Zethel trying to keep it into play, follows through. No, Kachow's going to take the shot on net and follows through, bringing it to a 3-0 lead. 2 minutes left in the game.
Shot from Kachow, and great comms there. You saw him calling off Zethel, or that might have been Night Leaper. I think it was Zethel on the side that wanted the shot, but he had the momentum and the positioning to just clang that off the crossbar, and great vision to see that it was going to drop down and not actually go in. Now a long clear from Kachal towards Zethel, positioning for the assist. Kachal unable to put it on target, but now Strive controlling, trying to turn this around with 2 minutes left. The Vibe Clan have to put some pressure on the net. Mr. Rebel now trying desperately to keep it on the offense, but now nobody in the Speed Demons net, but Vibe Clan unable to fully capitalize. An amazing pass, center from Toaster, the captain for Strive. He slots that 10 times out of 10, following what I didn't see, which was a clutch bump from Mr. Rebel to open up that backline.
Yeah, that was a crazy play there from Strive, just putting it in right there in front of the post, just in front of everyone there guarding it. Definitely caught the Speed Demons off guard, but this is looking like it's turning around here for the Vibe Clan, maybe finding their groove tonight, and maybe they'll be able to carry this momentum forward, whether they take a win or a loss here.
And great speed from Kachal there to challenge it, but Toaster takes advantage of his positioning following that challenge, and he lands so deep in the Speed Demons territory that he's like, well, if you're going to send me all the way down here, I'm going to clear your backline for a shot.
Oh, indeed he did that. That was a great play there from him. Toaster follows through. Rebel now catching it, flicks it over Zethel, and doesn't have much more boost to do much work here, but with the help of Strive, he was able to get it closer to the net, but doesn't seem to be much of a scoring opportunity here. Now Kachal following through, clearing it out, or trying to get it to the goal, but it's Toaster who's trying to get the clear here. Maybe another person from Vibe Clan can get a shot on net, and it happens. Rebel ties us in. 49 seconds left on the clock.
Just look at the discipline from the Vibe Clan. A minute winding down. I think there was a minute and 40 seconds remaining, and they were 3 goals down. But they didn't panic. They didn't crash the net. They didn't abandon their rotations. They just played good Rocket League and turned it around. Now with 40 seconds remaining, they have a real chance to just end this in regulation. They have the momentum to just take this, and the Speed Demons would look like a mismatch now all of a sudden on the back foot as Toaster centers it, just pestering the Speed Demons net, unwilling to leave. Miss Rebel now going full boost mid, centers the ball for a collect from the captain, who just pings it off the corner. Now an awkward drop for the Speed Demons. Kachal collects, but again, Mr. Rebel is just there now with the last 10 seconds. Are the Vibe going to be able to push it? They center it, but no, a long clear winds the clock down, and we will have overtime game 1. What did I say, Rabbit? I told you we were getting overtime.
Yeah, you did, and this is going to be one crazy series here. Vibe Clan and Speed Team just looking so equal here. The offensive pressure that they both have, the defensive abilities that both have as well. It's just a phenomenal play here, but
no.
Toaster is here to take game 1. Night Leaper couldn't get the touch, so Toaster just said, don't mind if I do.
And you saw that he just had complete faith in his captain to get that touch, so it completely threw Night Leaper for a tizzy when the ball headed towards him. And again, those panic reflexes are just, they're so easy to onset in a position like that, especially in overtime in a game this close. Even an easy clear like that can become one of the hardest things to do in Rocket League, as anybody who's ever seen a cross-field open net staring them in the face. And Vibe Clan just capitalize on the awkwardness and take this game 1. What a match. What a comeback.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, if you're here, you're looking at the Speed Demons, who lost a 3-goal lead. Do you feel that Cerbro dude's gonna feel like he needs to jump in here and get that chemistry that he and Kachao have and take the series in 2 and 3 for himself?
I think that is probably the best thing that the Speed Demons could do. Just from experience seeing them play and playing with them, Sir Burrow just tends to make all the difference on the field. But we see Zethel immediately hitting the field. So the Speed Demons are not making a change to their roster, are not making a change to players on the field. So they thought they could take it, considering their 3-goal lead within the first 2 minutes of the game. I gotta believe that that's true. But Vibe Clan, they're just so adaptive and so able to turn it around despite the odds, that it's gonna be interesting to see if Speed Demons can ward off the tilt factor.
Yeah, absolutely. Toaster almost gets an opportunity there. Strive trying to help back him up, can't get the goal in. Rebel trying to keep the pressure on the ball, keep it in his possession.
What a pinch!
Round pinch. What an insane shot! All the way from the other side of the field.
The absolute calculation there. You saw Mr. Rebel knew that he soft touched it to get the ball rolling up his wall, just to get it away from the defense. Then knew that he didn't have the boost to get it clear enough, so he just pinched it perfectly with Toaster. And Rebel, you gotta give me time to call the last goal. You can't be winning 50s that hard that you take a 2-goal lead in barely 30 seconds into the game. Vibe Clan are here to play.
Yeah, Rebel is just showing just how much of a rebel he is. He's like, oh, you don't like my play style? Well, too bad. Gets it into the net regardless. Just finds a way. He is a mastermind, man. Toaster here with a shot opportunity and seals it 3-0. We're not even through the first minute.
This Vibe Clan is absolutely a triple threat. You've got Toaster you've got Strive with the control, the 1v1 plays, the mechanics. You've got Mr. Rebel with the aerial dominance and the 50s that will utterly decimate your defense. And then you've got the captain, Toaster, with an absolute midfield cannon that he can whip out on the spot. What a showing we're seeing here from the Vibe Clan. But with 4 minutes remaining, Speed Demons have more than enough time. Vibe Clan came back with less than half this time in the previous game, and now they're on the back foot as Kachow puts it dangerously in front of their net. But now Mr. Rebel with a long clear towards Toaster. Toaster unable to connect. It was getting too close to the defense. Now Speed Demons trying to recollect.
Mr. Rebel trying to keep it out of the goal range. Barely does so, but the help of his team, he gets it out of there. Now E50's here. Kachow goes high over the net. Cecil catches it. Toaster trying to keep it in play here. Strive hits it into the corner. Maybe we can see a play here from Rebel again, who's just on fire tonight, but it goes into the midfield and up the wall, out of contention. But it might be a shot opportunity here for Cecil, and it is. Brings it to a 3-1 with 3 minutes left on the clock.
Great challenge there from Zethel. So speedy, so mechanical, utterly dominates on that 50-50, and Mr. Rebel could never have predicted that would go directly into his own net. Speed Demons narrow the Vibe Clan lead down to 2 as we come down to our last, to the lower 3 minutes of the match. Now, Speed Demons at full tilt. They do not want to drop this series. This is their opportunity to turn this around.
Yeah, it really is. Cecil passes that out to Night Leaper with probably the biggest back pass I've seen. Cecil trying to follow through on it, can't get it. Toaster hits it into the corner. This might be a shot opportunity here for Cecil, but no. Mr. Rebel is there to deny it. Night Leaper follows through, can't get it, but as Toaster clears it out, Mr. Rebel can't hit the pass. Chow is going to be the one to catch it here.
And Rebel wanted that shot, but he had no boost to make it work. Now Vibe Clan is feeling it yet again. They're so dangerous when they finally get their rotations going. But now Zethel with a speedy aerial and puts it nearly on target, but Toaster is right there to collect. Now Speed Demon is trying to take advantage of the Vibe Clan confusion and that Strive collecting or trying to collect, But Kachow, I think Speed Demons is finally starting to figure out how the Five Clan defense operates, and they're just overbearing on the goal line now. Night Leaper going for a quick shot, but is unable to get it past Toaster, who pops it towards Strive, nearly gets the shot on target, but a clear there from Kachow in the corner. Now the ball back in Vibe Clan possession, but Speed Demons have no time to waste.
Yeah, Chow hits it up to the top. Can't get it, but Zethel does. Brings it to a 3-2. Minute and 12 left. They might be able to tie the series here. They have the manpower. They have the skills. They can take this if they wanted to.
And great vision from Zethel there. You saw that you had to think that all of Viplan's eyes were on the Captain Kachow flying ever so high over the Viplan net, so they all positioned themselves to save it, and he just snuck in and slotted it as the ball came down. You had to expect that there were great comms there calling for the fake for Kachow to let it drop, and now the ball again on the Vibe Clan. They seem to have had possession for the vast majority of this game, and now an awkward ball puts the Speed Demons in danger of going down by 2, but nobody there to actually capitalize on it. Night Leaper now trying to collect in the corner, but Mr. Rebel is just pestering there, trying to wind down that clock to eat as many precious seconds away from the Speed Demons as possible. A quick cut from Kachow nearly gets past Mr. Rebel on the goal line. Now Zethel out of boost, but will he be out of time? Now Kachow collecting. What a pass towards the mid, but he has one last man to get through. Unfortunately, that man is Strive.
Yeah, Strive did a phenomenal job there, breaking the play up. Night Leaper dunks it down, brings it into play again, but Mr. Rebel's the only one there, fakes it out. They are trying to buy out every second they can here. Someone's gonna try to put this ball down, keep it out of play. Speed Demons begging for mercy on this one, but Vibe Clan take it. They win the series 2 up, but there's still one more game left. Speed Demons might have this shot of not being swept tonight.
Great performance from both squads here. Really, I could not I could not have asked for more. The competitiveness of the league is shining through yet again. What great gameplay we're seeing here, but Vibe Clan is just look at those saves, double saviors from Mr. Rebel and Toaster, the captain. Pretty even on ball possession and boost consumption, but total field domination. The Speed Demons seem to keep possession or keep the pressure on Vibe Clan, but their defense, as you can see by those two saviors, was just impenetrable.
Yeah, and you can also see here that even the Speed Demons, they had 59% field domination. So that means most of the time the ball was in the Vibe Clan's territory, but the defense of the Vibe Clan was just so good that Speed Demons couldn't get the shots in.
Yeah, but we've seen one sweep tonight, Rabbit. Do you think the Vibe Clan have it in them to have a double sweep Thursday night?
Oof. You know what? It would be something for the record book, so I would actually love to see it. I would feel bad for the Speed Demons, but they're also in my division, and like I said, I'm begging for anything, praying for all the downfall for anyone in my division.
I don't know if it would necessarily be one for the record books. I'm not quite the statistician that our commissioner Little Bucket is, but I would not be surprised if there were previously multiple sweeps in the same night. Night Leaper trying to make that not be the case here as he sends it towards his Captain Kachow. 1v1 against Mr. Rebel, but what an absolute monster of a clear as Mr. Rebel will just clang that. Absolutely no respect for the defense, tries to put it in any way he can, and now Vibe Clan, you can just see that their confidence is absolutely brimming.
Yeah, absolutely. And hopefully this fixes some of the latency issues that we are encountering, closing out the stream. Night Leaper follows through. Kachow can't get the save, but Toaster gets the shot on and brings it to a 1-0 lead.
Great awareness there from Toaster. Not afraid of 3 orange name tags directly between him and a goal. He pressures because he's the first man, and that's what you do as the first man.
That is true. Ziesel follows through on this, gets a good touch, and the 50. Chow hits it into the corner, gets it out of the corner, sends it to the midfield. Strive hits it, brings it into
What a demo.
their other corner. This might be an opportunity, but no, Toaster can't get the touch as Chow just barely clears it out.
And Vibe Clan is just absolutely on a tear. They are not giving Speed Demons even a second of breathing room, not one inch of space to do what they will. They want every single game they can, as close as the league is right now. Win-loss by it is so important, and Kachow refusing to let the Speed Demons go down in flames, puts them up, puts them at a tie with the Vibe Clan. I am fully anticipating an overtime in Game 3 here.
Yeah, fantastic play here from the Speed Demons. Everyone playing a strong effort here. Ziesel being a great first man for Kachow, and Night Leaper just being a solid third man, keeping this play going for the Speed Demons. Just want to give them a huge shout out. It's been a struggle for them tonight, but they're really bringing themselves together as a team.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing just an evolution of play styles and team chemistry from night to night, from week to week. The Vibe Clan that we're seeing tonight is different from the Vibe Clan we saw last week, and I'm sure Speed Demons will be different next week. Who knows what each week is gonna bring, and that is probably the thing I love most about the QRLS, is just its absolute flexibility. Now Ziesel trying to put the Speed Demons up in regulation. Night Leaper gaining control in that corner, takes the boost, now challenges Toaster on the corner, but Toaster, patient as ever, gets it past the first attacker. Night Leaper with an amazing pass towards the mid. Is it enough for Ziesel? No, it's not. Kachow, the captain there, collects, but Toaster is just an immovable object on that Vibe Clan corner.
Yeah, he really is. Mr. Rebel clears that out. Toaster can't get the touch there, but it is sent to the backboard. Strive tries to follow through, goes a little high, out of boost, can't get the touch. Toaster follows through. The only one left now is Kachow. Can he get it past him? He backs off, allows Kachow to take control, and Mr. Rebel gets it over Ziesel, and it is pinched out to the corner. Anyone's ball now.
Oh, that was so pretty. The control from Mr. Rebel to not just let that ball go, but to control it directly into a 50-50. It's so important that you get proper positioning on that, especially when the ball is on your side. Who knows where a straight 50-50 could land, most likely in your net. Now Strive with the speed, as we know that he can pull out of nowhere completely to the entire Speed Demons defense, and puts Vibe Clan up by 1 with less than a minute remaining. The brooms, they're still in the closet, but somebody's turning the key on that closet door.
It's starting to come out, man. It's getting close. It's anyone's game still. Like you said, there's 45 seconds left. A lot can happen. We've seen a lot happen in 45 seconds.
Absolutely is. Now Mr. Rebel controlling down the field. The Vibe Clan does not care that they're up by 1. They're not playing safe. They're just sticking to their playstyle, which is so important in times like this. Any subtle change in playstyle because you want to play safe or you want to not give up a goal could be deadly towards your chances, as Kachow tries to catch the defense off guard with a calculated catch there, but Strive, their pressure is just seemingly endless, and Speed Demons just don't know what to do with it. 5 seconds left. It's now or never as the ball flows down into the back wall. The captain tries to get it towards an advantageous position, but the Speed Demons, their defense is just too strong, and that ball will touch down, securing the sweep for the Vibe Clan.
What a fantastic game here tonight. Vibe Clan taking all 3 games here against the Speed Demons. And that's our second sweep in one night. That is crazy.
Absolutely, one of the most exciting, and it's not often that we can say that a night with 2 sweeps or just multiple sweeps in general is exciting, but these games were so close and they were just so spicy. I would not have it any other way. And that does bring Vibe Clan up to tie their Bleacher Boys with most wins in the Savage division. But that just goes to show that you cannot rest on your laurels. Vibe Clan went from being tied with the bottom of their division to tied with the top in a single night. Uh, the stars can align and your fates can change here in the QRLS. Just stay locked if you want to keep up with everything that's going on, or you can miss.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, with that, I want to thank you all for spending your night here on the QRLS. If you enjoyed what we've been able to produce, and if you haven't already, please go ahead and follow our Twitch. And if you are so inclined, please subscribe and join the QRLS fan club. Be sure to check out our YouTube channel, our TikTok, and to view all of our past matchups, highlights, and weekend reviews, as well as join our Discord community. We have a great community. We're always looking for newcomers to help us grow and develop that. And if you are interested in joining the league as a player, please download and submit a player application form. All links in the About section below. Some of the schedule that we have for this week. We have played most of our games. I believe we only have 1 game left, and that's going to be my team, the Gold Diggers, going up against Astro Gaming tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So that is one you do not want to miss. Lots of new faces coming in for that one. Or
Absolutely, I
changes
cannot
with the
wait
team.
for. Absolutely, I cannot wait for that game. Every week just seems to just completely restructure the league leadership. So